Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the Upper Tier Podcast, and this is your coverage of the Champions League draw. Certainly exciting times for City fans, Chelsea fans, and Liverpool fans, and also fans of Villarreal, Benfica, Atletico, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich. Certainly 8 teams worthy of being in the quarterfinals. I suppose the shocks really are Villarreal, Benfica, and Atletico, who went through, knocking Ajax out. Villarreal with a massive win against Juventus in Turin, and Atletico with a big win against Man United in Old Trafford. So they're kind of the shocks of the round. We're just following the draw here now. They're going through some of the highlights from the previous round. They did do a simulated draw earlier in the day. Very interesting. Chelsea got Real Madrid, Liverpool got Man City, Villarreal got Bayern Munich, and Benfica got Atletico Madrid. The exciting thing about the quarterfinal draw, obviously, is the fact that they also draw the semi-final as well. So today you really find out not only your quarterfinal opponents, but potentially your semi-final opponents as well, and your pathway to now Paris instead of St. Petersburg because of what's happened in the Ukraine. But certainly a very exciting day on the road to the final of 2022. So they're just introducing now the master of ceremonies and all that kind of good stuff, and fingers crossed the draw goes first time and we don't have to do a second one like last time. But interesting draw as well. This is a straight up draw, 8 balls into the box. No seeding, no country breakup or anything like that. It's just straight up 8 teams in there get drawn out. So going to be interesting. They're just going through everything now. I can see the buckets there with the balls in them. I'm sure they've been well checked at this stage. Let us know what your thinking is, folks. Let us know what your thoughts are. If you have a card in this game, who do you fancy drawing out? From a Liverpool point of view, not that it would be easier or anything like that. I wouldn't mind drawing Villarreal or Benfica, but I just have this weird feeling we're going to get one of the Madrids. So yeah, be interesting to see how the draw goes. I wonder, can the English teams all avoid each other? That would be interesting to see. But I mean, the likelihood is, even if they do avoid each other, they're going to meet each other in the semi-final somewhere if they make it through anyway. So doesn't really matter at this stage. But great representation here from the Premier League. And in reality, it should have been for United. Really should have done the business against Atletico at Old Trafford. So it's kind of disappointing that all 4 teams didn't get through. Imagine if we had all 4 teams in there and they had avoided each other. You could potentially have had the 4 Premier League teams in the semi-final, which would have been just outrageous. So they're introducing the kind of the guys involved in the draw. Mikel Silvestre, 82 appearances in the Champions League. Interesting that they picked Mikel Silvestre with 40 appearances for France. Unbelievable, super player. 2008 Champions League winner. So he's going to be involved in the draw. It's kind of interesting, isn't it? It's kind of ironic that like they pick a United player and United went out. It's kind of like God, UEFA, the shithousery. Crazy. Mikel looking very dapper. Nice grey kind of suit combo with a white shirt and red tie, winey tie. So this should be interesting. You can see that there's 3 pots there. So we're going to find out the quarterfinalists pairings shortly, and then we'll get the draw for the semi-final matchups, and then I think there's one final draw where they pick the home team for the final and the away team. So that's what they're going to be covering today. But yeah, it should be a great draw. Yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm fairly pumped and excited for this. You know, this is, as a Liverpool fan, this is our tournament, isn't it? Really, this is where we excel. So yeah, really excited for this. See now, they tend to drag these out a little bit, don't they? They make a show out of a draw that should be really 15, 20 minutes, really, you know. So But yeah, let's see how this goes. Niall Silvestre talking about his thoughts on the competition and also his memories from his playing days as well. So, interesting. Niall looks like he just wants to get on with the draw. He seems fairly excited about the draw himself. So, like, interesting dynamic there, you know. So, yeah, absolutely. Just going down through the rules and the process of the draw and all that kind of stuff. So if we don't know it at this stage. God, I'm excited for this to start. I'm excited for this draw. Wonder who we're going to get. It's going to be exciting. Just so you know, a little different flavour today, folks. I'm in work today, so I'm not in the usual studio. So that's why you're seeing different backgrounds and stuff like that. Even on a bank holiday, we have to work. If you're going down through the teams to be drawn, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Real Madrid, and Villarreal. They are your final 8 teams in the Champions League this season. The balls have been spun, and Niall Silvestre is about to pick out the first team. Absolute shivers and chills there, boys. And the first team out in the draw is Chelsea. Chelsea with their problems this season and stuff like that, all that other stuff and the sanctioning and stuff like that. But Tuchel doing an exceptional job, absolutely brilliant job at the moment in the face of all that. And to be in the quarterfinals, fair play to Chelsea. Big win over Lille the other day, who took the lead in that round of 16. Second tie. Second team out. Second team out is going to be Real Madrid. Real Madrid. So that's interesting. The first pairings have matched the simulated draw. Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Fancy Chelsea for that one. They did a number on them last season, didn't they? So Ian will be very happy. Ian off Dynamo's doesn't. He's going to be very happy with that draw, I would imagine. Just waiting now. Now, next ball is coming out of the bucket, as they say. Come on, Mikel, give it a good spin there. Let's go. It's very exciting when you're involved in this end of the European Cup, the Champions League and stuff. It's brilliant. Manchester City. Now, if this follows the simulated draw, they should be drawn Liverpool. Let's see. Let us see. Man City, big season for them this season. 1 point ahead in the league, but also dying to win the Champions League. Pep would be with Man City. And they will face, coming out of the bucket, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. Pep versus Simeone. That should be a very interesting dynamic. Interesting to see what tactics Simeone deploys against that and how how Man City stack up to that. The third quarterfinal coming out now. Ball out, being unwrapped by Niall Silvestre. And it is Villarreal. Villarreal at home for their first leg. Just the way Villarreal and Unai Emery like it. Play the first leg at home and then so confident and so strong in the away leg. What a number they did on Juventus. And what a job Unai Emery is doing there. Absolutely brilliant. Villarreal, Europa League winners last season. That man, he just has an eye for European trophies, doesn't he? Villarreal will face Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich. So then, by process of elimination, Liverpool will face Benfica, I think, if these boys have done the draw properly and put the balls in properly and stuff like that. So will this come out proper? Are we facing a redraw? Let's do this. Up next, fourth quarter final. Benfica. This is probably the perfect draw for Liverpool. Away in the first leg and then back to Anfield. Come on, Mikel, pull out the last ball there. Let's see if this is an actual proper draw. This should be Liverpool. And it is. Mikel, thank you very much. Absolute great draw there. Fair play to you. So Liverpool away to Benfica is your final quarter-final draw. There we go. So that completes the quarter-final draw. I don't think as a Liverpool fan, I couldn't have asked for a better one, really, you know, and that's no disrespect, but we got Chelsea, Real Madrid, Man City versus Atletico Madrid, Villarreal versus Bayern Munich, and Benfica versus Liverpool. All those Reds fans, we will be ecstatic with that draw. Now they're talking through the semi-final. The semi-final, who will face who here, and then they will go on to draw the home team for the final. So let's see, it's going to be interesting. So I wonder could we draw in the semi-final the winner of Bayern Munich and Villarreal? So let's see who this is. So first out of the pot is the winners of quarterfinal 2. The winners of quarterfinal 2. So that is Man City and Atletico Madrid, as far as I know, will face the winners of quarterfinal 1. Good Lord. Chelsea versus Real. So the winners of Man City versus Atletico will face the winners of Chelsea versus Real Madrid, which means the winners of Bayern Munich and Villarreal will face the winners of Benfica versus Liverpool. This has been a great draw, guys. This has been a great draw. I wouldn't have picked this any better, to be honest. So the winners of quarterfinal 4, I think it was. Come on, Mikel. Make sure the balls are all correct. We don't want any redraws around. Very happy with this draw. We'll face the winners of quarterfinal 3. So that's it. So we have Benfica versus Liverpool will face Villarreal or Bayern Munich in the semi-final. So a betting man would say Liverpool versus Bayern Munich, but who knows in this Champions League, Benfica, incredible job against Ajax, and obviously Villarreal, absolutely stellar performance against Juventus. And here they're going to draw now the home team for the final. Come on, Reds. Let's do this. The winner of semi-final 2. So if Liverpool make it all the way, they're going to be the home team. They're going to be the home team for the final as well. So we've got Benfica in the quarters, and we've got potentially Bayern Munich or Villarreal in the semis. And then the winners of semi-final 1. Well, I have this on mute, so I hope they drew the home team. So the winners of semi-final 2 will be at home against the winners of semi-final 1. Yeah. So that means Liverpool have Benfica, then potentially Villarreal or Bayern Munich, and then they will be home in the final. What a brilliant draw, Reds. We wouldn't have mapped that out any better, I don't think. Tough toys for Man City and for Chelsea. But I would expect them to come through. Are we looking at a potential City-Liverpool final again? Are we looking at a potential Chelsea-Liverpool final again? Imagine that was the case. Be very, very, very interesting. But a great draw. Mikel Silvestre, thank you very much. Brilliant draw. And we will talk to you again real soon, folks. Let us know your thoughts on the draw down in the comments. Absolutely brilliant. Talk to you soon, my friends.